And we're going to continue this afternoon with the Asbury Rams and Coach Matt Harris. Coach Harris, I believe this is year number 3 for you.
Yes, sir.
I think the guys are going to introduce themselves, and then if you'd make some opening comments, and we'll have questions for you. Go ahead, guys.
I'm Aaron Torres. I play runner back, and I'm going into the 12th grade.
I'm Josiah Weber. I play tight end, and I'm senior.
I'm Caden Stanfield. I play receiver and corner, and I'm going to be a senior.
Appreciate you guys for having us today. We're excited to be here. These 3 guys right here represent our senior class. We've had in the spring, we had 10 guys come out senior-wise. We've fought through some adversity in the spring. We fought through some stuff in the summer. We've learned and we've grown. We've had the opportunity to compete several different times, 7-on-7 stuff this summer. But I know that most everybody here has said it. It's not real ball until we put pads on. So I think we've used 7-on-7s as opportunity to grow, opportunity to be able to throw and catch, work on chemistry for our guys. And really see what some of our passing game's capable of. So,
Coach, could you speak on how many players you have in the program and maybe the breakdown in the numbers on seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen?
We are sitting on about 30 varsity guys, and we're sitting on about 20, 25 junior high guys. And I know that's something that a lot of times they mention, but our junior high guys are just as important as our varsity guys as far as building this program is concerned. This is year 10 for varsity football at Asbury, and so it's an important milestone, and we want to see that continue on. Like I said, senior class-wise, we've got guys that some have played and been there, some new guys, new faces. Junior-wise, we're sitting on about 7 or 8 guys that are going to contribute in some way, shape, or form. Something we've tried to preach all summer and during spring is you are going to fill a role. Whether that be a special teams guy, you may be a two-way guy, offense, defense. We are really strong as far as numbers-wise the younger we get. We're young, our freshman class, we're looking at about 10 to 12. And our sophomore class is a little less than that, but we're still pretty strong the younger we get. Our young guys, our freshmen, our junior high guys, they're excited to be out and a part of it. They're excited to be in the weight room. We were fairly consistent, just continuing that consistency in the weight room, continuing that consistency of expectation of this is the standard, and we're going to push it.
Coach, could you comment on summer workouts, what you've done this summer, and maybe the improvements you've seen in the team in the workouts this summer headed into fall practice?
I think one of the biggest things that we've seen as far as growth is concerned, getting through cycles of maxing and stuff like that, and letting these guys see what am I capable of, and not only themselves but each other. They're holding each other accountable, both inside the weight room and out on the field. They're fighting every day to get bigger, faster, stronger. And that's something that we've always wanted to push from day one. Not ourselves as coaching staff pushing it, but the kids pushing it.
Coach Harris, you and I were just talking a moment ago about this being year 10.
Yes, sir.
And you and I have had conversations in the past as well about not looking so much at who you play, but focusing on making yourself better, one play at a time, one rep at a time, one game at a time. How is that message coming across for this group this year? Because I understand it's still a long ways to go to where you want to be. But how is that message coming across, and how are you planning on using that to take that next step?
Well, and that's every opportunity we get, whether it's in the weight room, whether it's on the field, to compete. I I want our guys to compete with each other. I want our guys to compete with other people out there, and we've seen that this summer. Again, a great opportunity 7-on-7 wise is just get out there and compete. But one thing that we've seen is kids competing with other kids, but also competing with themselves, pushing their limits, and understanding this may be 100 right now, but I can go harder and I can go further. So that will carry over into the fall when we get there, so that when those times come where we need every ounce of 110%, we can get it. And I have no worry that these three, along with the others that we'll see this afternoon, are going to do that.
Coach, you and I go way back from years ago.
Yes,
when I was
sir.
up at Asbury, and forever we mentioned Asbury, everybody talked about basketball.
Yes, sir.
That was the basketball place. And now the last 2 or 3 years, I'm hearing football. I got to watch y'all play, and I've seen the improvement the last couple of years. What's your biggest improvement in year 10 than year 1 at football?
There's a lot there, Ronnie. There's a lot. Weight room, obviously, year 1 with Coach Powell. Weight room, he had a big emphasis on weight room and making sure that we had kids had exposure into lifting, knowing the importance of it, knowing how it translates to the field. I think that's one thing that we've seen a growth in is our consistency in the weight room. Another thing is understanding our kids understanding the game. A lot of our kids haven't been exposed to football, and we've grown from that and tracked that as far as our kids are watching on Saturdays, our kids are watching on Sundays, and getting in the film room and studying film, studying themselves, studying other people, and being able to focus on tendencies, things like that. So instilling that mindset of football and growing and being, like I said before, growing and being competitive, whether it's ping pong or playing paper, rock, scissors, our kids are understanding we can compete and we're going to do that.
This question is for the players. Guys, can you give us any insight playing for or what it's like to play for Coach Matt Harris?
Playing for Coach Harris is a wonderful experience for him as a coach and also him as a person. He cares more about you as a person than he would ever care about you as a player, and he cares about your well-being.
I think playing for Coach Harris is just fun. He lets us get around on the field, play, and just have fun. We compete with other players.
This will be my first year of varsity experience, and I haven't played under Coach Harris in the varsity experience, but just in the 7-on-7s, I can see him just pushing us to be better, and I can feel it's going to be a great season.
Again, I want to ask the players a question. Coach has talked about what you've done this summer as a group that he's brought this afternoon. Obviously, your leaders. What are your take on the improvements that you've seen in your football team this summer?
He spoke about the weight room, and we've been in and out of the weight room, and we've been mainly focusing on growing together as a family, and it really builds chemistry upon each other.
I think as a team, we're getting better, being more accountable for our actions, and that we can help each other grow.
I think we're just getting bigger, faster, and stronger, and just going to keep on going up from here. We got some guys showing up, some guys not, and we're going to have to really push for them to show up and just get bigger, faster, and stronger.
This is a question for the guys. You're here representing Asbury, your school, your community. What does it personally mean to you to be here today representing your school, your team, your community. What does that mean to you personally, being here today?
Being here today, it feels like an honor because I've spent 5 years out here and I've drastically changed as a person, as my overall character, and it really just gives me honor to be out here representing Asbury.
Like he said, it's an honor to be here. I haven't played much football before getting into the team about 3 years ago, so it's really nice just to be here and get to talk with everyone else about our team.
To put the jersey on, it's just respect. This community drives on respect, and it's like home, basically. The jersey, put it on. I've been playing basketball for Asbury since I was little. I've just grown to love it. For the football, I'm going to translate it to that. It's going to be like home.
And guys, I want to follow that up with a question. As you head into the season, have you set any individual goals for yourself that you'd like to see yourself accomplish this year? And maybe talk about some of the goals that you've set as with your team and your teammates.
Building on to what Coach was saying earlier about accountability, we really want to just grow as a team and like hold each other accountable. And some personal goals I've set this season is just over the summer I wanted to get in the weight room and put on weight, and then I really want to stay uninjured this season.
For me, my personal goals are getting faster, stronger, being able to run harder, run the ball, and not when I get knocked down, I don't want to stay down. I want to be able to get back up.
One of my goals is just to compete in every level of the game. Don't matter if you're gaining yards or passing, just to compete.
Coach, I'll ask that question to you. Goals for this year's Asbury football team that you've made with the staff as y'all have come together, and talk about this team.
Something that we always keep our eye on is closing gaps better than the year before. Take every opportunity as it comes to compete, to get better. In everything we do, and this is something that I will not waver from, is giving thanks to the good Lord for what he's done, the opportunities that he's given us. Because without him, it ain't going to happen. And that's something that we've got to keep our eye on every day. But as far as goals this season, as a team, we're going to compete. And it does not matter what week of the season that is. We are going to step out on the field, and we are going to put 110% into what we do, regardless of who's across the line of scrimmage.
Any other questions for the Rams? All right, Coach. Thanks for being with us. Guys, thanks for being with us today, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.